waste, but what does this mean for the landscape above? Tom has been finding out.
The western edge of the Lake District. A remote place, less travelled, but beautiful just the same.
This landscape has been an inspiration for poets and artists for centuries, but part of it could become the biggest building site in Europe.
The reason? Nuclear waste. Down the last 60 years, we've piled up enough of the stuff to fill the Albert Hall to the rafters. At the moment, most of our high-level nuclear waste is kept in facilities like this one here at Sellafield in Cumbria. Some of it is stored near the surface in vertical storage tubes marked out by these yellow discs. But in total, there's nearly 300,000 cubic metres of high and medium level waste in the UK. No one's worked out a permanent solution for dealing with it, but that could be about to change.
The government wants us to think again about burying it in underground geological disposal facilities. That's a big hole in the ground, you think?
West Cumbria, home to the Sellafield plant seen here, is one of the places being looked at. The idea is to take our nuclear waste and dump it thousands of metres down in a specially dug storage facility. It'll then be filled in and sealed for all time, and it'll be a huge job.
Can you give me any idea of the potential scale of it, both underground and above ground?
Underground, it could be anywhere between 6 square kilometres and 20 square kilometres. So it's a major facility underground, and on the surface around about 1 kilometre square. It will certainly be a long-term project, over 100 years from start to finish.
The idea of having a huge nuclear waste dump in your backyard has always been a tough one to sell. 4 years ago, the government hit on the idea of asking councils to volunteer. Cumbria County Council has done just that.
Why has this area, Cumbria, chosen to put its hand up and said, yep, we want to be considered for nuclear waste?
Well, the main reason is that we already host 70% of the nation's higher level nuclear waste just down the road at Sellafield. So whatever happens to it involves Cumbria and Cumbrians.
Now, what could it mean for this area if it goes ahead? What's in it for you in terms of maybe jobs or economics?
Well, there are potentially jobs, yes. It's a very large project if it happens. Some say it's about the size of the Channel Tunnel, so we're talking about thousands of jobs and considerable benefits.
Aside from the jobs and the investment of the actual project, are you hoping for a little bit extra from the government?
Well, if it does go ahead, we'll be hoping for a lot extra. Certainly investments in things like health, education, transport infrastructure, that sort of thing would be absolutely vital.
Sounds like you're looking for a bit of a bung alongside the actual jobs. You want a bit of brown paper that's going to help the services of this place.
Well, those are your words, not mine, but I think, yes, certainly I would expect the area to benefit significantly if we go ahead.
That's a big if, but locally public opinion seems to be warming to the idea. A recent telephone poll of people living in Copeland Borough, where Sellafield is, showed a majority in favour.